I don't know how many people learned from the same guy about BTMM, but from the guy that I learned from, he had this concept of Asian range, Monday Asian range. And he used to use Monday Asian range as his support and resistance for the whole week. So that is what he used to use together with the EMAs. So this is how he used to use it. So we are in 1 hour, I think. But first, look for daily. I'm using 1 hour for my entries. Look for daily time frame. Check the daily time frame to establish the direction. For me, I'm using the 50 and the 200 EMA on the daily to check the direction that we are in. I'm only trading XAUUSD. That is what I have been trading forever, so I don't know about other currencies. You can check and do your own research on that. So on a daily, let's start the process the way I do it. We check the daily. The daily, so for him, this is the 13 EMA, this is the 50, and this is the 200 EMA, right? So the 50 is above the 200. So what does that tell us? We are in a bullish market, right? So that is what we have there. So I come to 1 hour. 1 hour, the trend is the same. We have the 50 above the 200 and the 13 there. So what do I want to do? So yesterday, I think I created a short about what was happening yesterday. So this was, I'm using UTC -4. So we count, in 1 hour, we count the first 8 candles. So this is Friday, this is Monday. So in 1 hour, we count the first 8 candles. So this is our range, the range that we are going to use. So this will act as our support and resistance for the whole week. So this is what a break above, we are in a bullish market. That is what we are going with, right? So that is the basics that he was going with. Let's look for another Monday. This is Monday. This is Monday. You come at 1. Okay, this is where our range is at. So this was our range. We had a breakout. We are in a bullish market. So when you're taking this entry, you're not worried. So a breakout, you take your buy. The market comes to retest here on Tuesday, right? You see why it retested on a we continue buying. This was a resistance broken. It became a support. We buy. And then on Friday, we had the market coming back to this zone. And we bought again. Hi, so this is Monday. This was our range. We broke above. What is our direction? Bullish. So the trend is the same, and that is what we are. That is what we are concentrating on. So here you don't put a lot of support and resistance. That is the only thing that you're using as your support and resistance. So that is what I learned from that guy. Let's see another week. That can just be luck. So we have this week. You see? First 8 candles. This is the end of it. So here is where I put my resistance. It's this one or this one? It's this one. That is where I put my resistance. Here's my support. So we had a break. You're waiting. You had a break. You enter. We broke in through the Nini, a breakout of from the resistance zone. You enter again. So that is what happened. You see. So you can do this. You can do this. Check how it performs. Incorporate it with the EMA because that is what he uses. You want to check. You want to check the 50 and the 200 are. The 50 and the 200 are. The 50 is above the 200. Sorry. When the 50 is above the 200, you're just looking for a retest of the 50, and then we pump. And when it is retesting the 50, we also have a resistance here, and we are going. A break of the resistance, that is where you enter again. So check it. I don't really remember his name, but I don't know if you will get this somewhere else, but this is what he taught. He taught, and I've been using it most of the time. I've been checking it. Sometimes even when I'm doing my own things, I look at it. Where are we and how are we doing? So that is something that I incorporate in my trades, and I want to check and see what is happening. So backtest, use it in, for him, he was not even trading gold. So I know it works in other currencies too, so check.